Good evening. I was not aware I have to speak to a gathering like this. Um, so when we see the opportunities in Odisha, the business opportunities, only yesterday I met the Beyond people in my office, and I was telling him basically two things will sell. So one thing is fear, the other one is hope. So it's like insurance will sell because you're afraid of dying, and cosmetics will sell because you want to be beautiful tomorrow. So in IT, what is the fear part and what is the hope part? Which part of it is about hope and which part of it is about fear? So the hope part is that we want to become transparent, we want to become efficient, we want to become more productive, and we want to create newer opportunities, newer forms of jobs, newer forms of this and that. So that is the part which is the hope part of the IT. In the government and in other sectors, we are relying on this hope part because we think that whether, by having this kind of things, the efficiency, all those other attributes, we will be able to serve our citizens better, we will be able to serve our customers better, we will be able to provide services at a lower cost and more efficiently. And that is why we keep doing all this. So today, like the CEO of OCAC mentioned, in the government there is a lot of push for providing efficient service. The many initiatives like the Mo Sarkar and things like that, the government is actually getting down to putting its ear right down to the ground to all the citizens. You write a tweet, it will be responded to. You write an email, somebody will pick up the email and some action will happen, which is kind of unheard of maybe a few years ago. That's a kind of responsiveness that you see, and people are so excited about it. But on the other hand, with all this technology, with all this connectedness, all this cheap stuff that you get, the mobile phones and things like that, there is also this fear which creeps in. So today morning I was reading in the newspaper, the Saudi prince sent a WhatsApp message to Jeff Bezos and infected something into his mobile phone, into the WhatsApp. And these are not people like you and me. It's the crown prince, I think the richest fellow in the world, and Jeff Bezos is another richest fellow in the world, and they are trying to do, I don't know what they are trying to do. We in IIIT, we have a center for security, information security. We do a little work for the government in terms of auditing the cyber security audit of most of the government applications. And also we do research and we do education, etc. Only a couple of weeks ago, we had a cyber security awareness week. Many of you may have come to know about it, in which we went to the schools, we went to colleges, we went to government offices, and we went to many such places. And there were seminars basically highlighting what cyber security actually means and how one should be careful about it. We have done that. So my colleague, who actually looks after this, once in a while he starts giving me, what cyber security means and how dangerous it is. So the other day he showed me a mouse. He said, you put this mouse into your computer and your computer gets infected. It's a mouse. It's not, you don't expect a mouse carrying some program and which will come and affect your computer. And most of the antivirus, anti-malware, all those programs, they don't suspect a mouse being carrier of a virus. They will suspect a USB disk as a carrier of a virus, but they don't suspect a mouse as a carrier of a virus. So he was carrying a mouse. He said, I'll give you a mouse, I'll give you something, you just connect it to your computer and I will infect it. And then after infecting, what I can do with your computer, you'll never know. What can be done. So I was actually amazed by the fact that a simple thing like a mouse, which will cost you 200 rupees, use the 200 rupee mouse, I can infect your computer and I can do all kinds of damages that is possible. So in this kind of a situation, in this scenario, one has to be, there is a legitimate reason to be fearful of using the IT for not just any work, but any serious work. So what is the impact of it? One really is not sure. So I remember a few years ago, I was in Thailand, and I used my debit card to draw some money from the ATM. And when I came back to Calcutta, I was not carrying a phone, so nobody contacted me. When I came back to Calcutta in the middle of the night, there was a phone call from the credit card company. He said, "Did you visit Thailand?" I said, "Yes." "Did you use the debit card?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, I'm going to disable it right now." I said, "Why?" "No, they clone. The ATM machines that are there, they actually have some device, and you put your credit card there, they clone the credit card. And after that, they will start misusing it. So we had advised you, they must have given some email or something, I don't know, where they said, don't use credit card in Thailand. It's not advisable. If you want to use a credit card, maybe take a prepaid credit card so that the risk is limited." So these are the kind of things which a person like us who are supposed to be knowledgeable, we are in the field, we talk to people like you, security experts, and we are also ignorant when it comes to these kind of things. And we have to wonder what happens to common people. And especially the younger people who think that they are very technology savvy because they don't have a hang-up about using the technology, but they are actually completely unaware of the risks that goes with the technology. So one cannot imagine that if you send me a video file in my WhatsApp, you will actually infect my mobile phone. So should you open your video file next time? Because everything that you see on the WhatsApp is either a good morning message or a video file, right? So should you open it or you should not open it? So these are the kind of risks that are coming up, and one has to be very, very careful about it. And also because of this, there is a big business opportunity which comes up because of the threats that emerge every day. And the other day we were talking, we said possibly we should try to make Bhubaneswar the cyber security capital of India, maybe of a much bigger part of the world. If you focus on a certain part of the industry and build skills, build talent, and focus on building products, and then sell it all over the market, probably that will be one opportunity for a small state like Odisha, a small small city like Bhubaneswar, to be more focused and build a name for itself in the market. So once again, these are random remarks. I was not really prepared to talk about anything in specific. So Deepak said, "You come and give a bite." So I said, "Okay, I'll bite you." Thank you.